Congratulations on front row right here. Congratulations on becoming a UFC fighter. I guess, these are the moments that, people work for. And obviously when they kind of debuted the Contender series, this has been the path. So I'm sure you've been thinking of this moment specifically for a long time now. So I guess what's it like to not just get through the fight, but have this moment you've been envisioning?
Oh, it's fucking crazy. Oh, apologies for my language. It's crazy.
Swear as much as you want, man.
Let's go. Yeah, it's crazy. I can't put it into words. I've said this to me coaches, and me coaches have never doubted me. They've always believed in me, and now we're here.
You said it when they were in the promo package, like people see the glasses, they think, they might not take you seriously. I guess, did you feel that leading into this fight, like especially here in America when you come to the Contender series? Those promo packages are probably the first time a lot of American fans have been introduced to you.
It's been like this my whole life. Everyone sees the glasses, everyone sees the top knot. I just didn't get me pink shorts tonight, so hopefully I get that in the future. But yeah, everyone, or as much as I was a favourite tonight, everyone's always thought I was the underdog. But like I said, now I'm always on top at the end.
What's the significance of the pink shorts specifically?
The pink shorts is where it's at. Trust me. Get them pink tighties in and I'll show you what it's about.
Obviously, anyone from your part of the world is going to be compared to Patty, especially because especially here in America. So, do you welcome those comparisons? And I guess whenever you fight, like you're going to be asked about him until you reach the top.
Yeah, them boys obviously over his gym and Next Gen and stuff like that. They're all quality lads. I'm not there. I'm with my own team, KC Fight Base, Liverpool Combat Academy and MMA Academy. So I have nothing but respect for all them lads over there. We're all from one city. Do you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, Liverpool stand up. That's what we're doing. We're only a small fighting city, and we're coming and we're putting ourselves on the map.
Just last one for me, the question we ask all UFC fighters, I guess, when do you want to fight again? Do you want to wait for, they usually go to London in Q1, or do you want to hopefully to get one in and then fight again in London?
I honestly don't know. I'm, like, at the end of the day, when my coaches, my manager says I'm ready, I'm back out. London would be nice, but I can't lie, I've been enjoying the traveling, Vegas is a decent place, so anywhere, anytime, get us on the map, that's what we're built for.
Did you ask for the Pink Panther song if you got the win out there? It was perfect timing.
No, I didn't expect that. I got told before it there was no walkout tunes, there was no any music, and then next thing you know, the Pink Panther tune's playing. It's the only song I actually haven't chose for a walkout because I like music too much, so I don't want to stick to one song.
Can you explain what the nickname is about?
When I was fighting for an amateur title back in England, I was just looking for a new pair of fight shorts, and my dad said, I bet you won't wear these hot pink type ones, and I just said, I bet you I will. And Mr. Wonderful, Phil Davis, he wears the hot pink, and he's a role model to me, so I thought, yeah, let's run with this. And then from there, podcast person, said you should be called the Pink Panther, and I thought, yeah, that's my brand right there. I'm taking that.
That's incredible, and we definitely could hear the support group that you came out here with you tonight. Do you think that's the kind of stuff that we're going to see anytime you enter the cage?
It's like that all the time. Every time it's going to be like that. I'm going to always bring a crowd. Everyone's going to come with us, and I honestly can't thank everyone who's come to support me over in Vegas. It's not like we're all built from money. We come through, and this is what life is about.
When I saw you at the weigh-ins yesterday and then even today, just the confidence. A lot of times when we see the guys or gals come in there, there's nervousness, there's an edge to them. They're a little unsure, but I didn't see anything from you this week. Did you have any nerves at all going in there tonight?
I thought I'd have a lot more nerves than what I did, and I was a little bit like, okay, I haven't really got nerves. So it was a bit like, I'd rather nerves. I think nerves are good, but I'm not going to complain. This is what I was born to do. This is where I feel most natural at home. So, I manifested this stuff, and manifestation works.
Congrats on your win. Welcome to the UFC.
Thank you.
Curtis over here. Congrats on the victory. You spent the last couple weeks around Davey Grant, and he was so loud in the crowd for you. What advice did he give you, and how much did it mean to have him here?
Been training with Davey since I was like 13, 14 years of age, and he was still in the UFC then. So to have Davey to be and support me and see my journey go further, it means the world to me because he's someone who I really look up to. There's always a smile on his face. There's nothing ever negative out of his mouth. So that's a person who I want to be like.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, brother. You talk about enjoying the travel and sightseeing and things like that. While you're in Vegas tonight, what does that post-fight celebration look like? Are you a casino guy? I know there's some pizza in the back. I know a lot of guys like to eat. So
Get me to a Wingstop or something. I want some nice food. I'm not really too much of a partier. With the glasses and stuff like that, you probably could call me a nerd, but I know we've got a PS5 sitting back at the house, so we'll have a PS5, some Wingstop, and some good vibes.
Curtis, congrats on the win. Just a quick one for me, if you could walk me through that finish. I love the technique where you had almost like I'm going to call it full Nelson, and then just through the knees, and they were so vicious along the cage wall. Is this something that you worked on in camp, or that you saw the opening, or just kind of like on the fly?
Something that I work every day. We in Liverpool, we have a place, one of our gyms, and we call it Daggy Pool. Dagestan, Liverpool, and Loz, our coach who runs it, he's been doing all that grappling stuff. He's far ahead of the game, so definitely it was something that I was working throughout camp, controlling that position and looking for the violence.
I love it. And then you had the kind of like the walk-off. You knew you didn't need to throw unnecessary shots. Well done with that. Last for me, just kind of what Kenny touched on, the post-fight singing. I know we've seen guys like, may he rest in peace, Ricky Hatton with the "There's Only One," and now that da-da-da-da, I cannot wait to hear that in the arena. That's gonna be great stuff.
It's going to be amazing. We're going to hear a lot more of that, and Curtis Campbell is going to be a name to remember.
Sir, congrats on the win and welcome.
Thank you.
Just one for me. That was a great reference you had there with Mr. Wonderful in the pink shorts. Just kind of wanted to ask you more on that. What else inspired you from Phil Davis and his game for your career?
He's an explosive man. I met Phil when I was 16, training in San Diego. So everything, like these fighters that I'm meeting, and they're showing me the way. And they know where I need to be. I know what balance I need to bring to this game. It's not a sport that you can't come. It's an entertainment sport, and at the end of the day, we're here to entertain.
And he's shared the cage with many big names in the sport. So, do you have a favorite fight of his?
What? Sorry.
He's shared the cage with many big names in our sport. Do you have a favorite fight of his?
I think Gustafsson's a good fight. I don't know if he got the victory, but he had a really good fight against Gustafsson. And his Bellator days, love his Bellator days. He was unreal there.
Congratulations.
Thank you. All good?
Let's go. Why don't we just repost Sharma tonight?
All right. Congratulations on getting into the UFC. I'm gonna ask all these guys that are in your position. I'm sure you've thought about this moment for a long time, winning the Contender Series and getting the contract and speaking to us. So I guess what are the emotions now that you're not just through the fight, but you are where you wanted to be?
Yeah, I mean, before the fight, I just kept visualizing it already. I'm like, I'm in there already. Like, I just need the opportunity, and you know, I didn't care how big the dude was, how scary he looked. It's like it didn't matter. I was like, I'm in the UFC already. Like, and I got so many messages, like support systems, and the signs I was seeing, and just looking at around, I would see so many signs. Just, I don't know. I feel like it was just God giving me a sign. Like, this is really my time, and I just capitalized on it. And you seen what happened.
It seems like, you know, after that performance, it was pretty much locked in that you'd probably get the contract. Is that what you thought? Like, as soon as you won, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm a UFC fighter now.
Yeah, come on now. You seen that against that guy? Yo, if I don't get a contract, I'm taking everybody out in this arena.
I see your knee wrapped up a little bit. I guess physically, how you feeling after that?
No, I'm good. It just a little bumps and bruises, but I'll get it checked out. I think I'm good.
You know, we ask all the UFC fighters this question. Like, when do you want to fight again now that you are officially in the UFC?
Yeah, I mean, they don't really got that many Americans. I feel American top 10 fighters, you know, and I want to get that ranking up as fast as I can, take out as many big hitters as I need to get my spot solidified and start making that big money, you know, because I got a lot of mouths to feed. I got 7 brothers. I got a mom back at the house. Like, they're still going through it, you know, living out Section 8 in San Pedro, California, and I'm telling you, it's the gutter, like. And I'm just trying to get my family out of there. I moved to Miami, so I'm like, you know, when I moved to Miami, I was even in the gym for 4 months straight by myself. Like, there was like 15 other fighters there. You know, it was a rough start, but I just got the momentum going, and then I haven't stopped. And look where I am today, thanks to my coach and all the guys at the gym, just keep pushing me, and my manager putting me in the right positions. Yeah, I feel like I'm limitless, and I'm really down to get going as soon as possible so I can get this bread, bro. I'm telling you, that's the only thing missing in my life. I got God, I got family, I got love, I got a support system, coach, a roof over my head, but, you know, I just want to feed my family and feed the people around me.
Last one for me. This might be a strange question, but fighters. There's a group of fighters that, like, they're fighting for this is their job and this is how they make money, and that is what is important. The belt is cool, but, like, that's not the end goal for them. It's to make money. Then there's the fighters that they want the UFC belt. That is their life's goal. Are you in the camp of, like, this is how you are going to provide for your family, and if the belt comes, it's cool, but it's the money that is the most important?
Yeah, I mean, one way or another, I know I'm a hustler. I want to make money outside the UFC, you know, but with these fights, it's only going to build my brand bigger, build my name bigger, and the more opportunities are going to come. So I want to get in there to have more fights, so more, you know, it'll just bigger things keep coming after another. Like, I know this was a big start already. I got big shoes to fill, you know, and I'm down to keep it going. Like, let's go, whatever it takes.
So the Kevin Holland path, just fight as much as possible.
Yeah, bro. I mean, just get this bag. I'm telling you. And I'm just trying to sell tickets, bro. I mean, I want to motivate the youth too. Like, everything's possible. I'm telling you, if you see me when I was 18, dude, you would think I had something special in me, but I just didn't know what it was. But once I stepped in the MMA gym, I found my purpose, and I was like, yo, nobody believed in me. I had 10 Muay Thai fights, and, like, people believed in me, of course, but, like, it wasn't as big as it is now, of course. So, yeah, it just took time, a lot of patience, and staying down to the come up, you know, 10 toes down. That's all it's been.
Christopher, congratulations on the victory. Obviously, you've been through a lot in California. I know you still want to provide for your 7 brothers and mom. With the UFC, you now have a bigger platform to do more charity things, and the more you win, the more you can do for your state. So is there any goals you have to help out California after you achieve the dreams of helping your family?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of corrupt things going on in my city, a lot of homeless, you know, a lot of addicts, a lot of people are just lost. They have no type of opportunities. So I'm figuring out different ways. I'm working with some nonprofits, actually, so maybe I can get something going, you know, just being there in person, just praying over somebody could make the difference in someone's life, you know, just getting them to church or whatever it is, you know, any way I can help, I'm going to try to do that for sure, man. Just once I get myself going, get myself set, you know, then I'll be able to give back even more, you know.
That's awesome. And I know people that helped you was the Goat Shed Academy. They welcomed you. They housed you. What was that experience like, meeting all those people and, you know, them letting you live in their gym?
Yeah, I mean, you walk in, it's like a prison, you know. They're like, "What's up? Where are you from, homie?" So it was tight. It was cool as fuck. I was used to it, you know. A lot of people were suffering there. I was like, hey, this is like second nature to me. Like back home, I was living with rats and roaches. I'm telling you, when I was a kid, no lights, no electricity, no water, no power. So yeah, it was cool to me. I asked my manager. She's like, Chris is just having a good time over there with everybody. Like it was like a little frat house. You know, we were living off meal preps. You know, so, but shout out to Coach. He was providing everything for the gym, not making no money off the fighters, but somehow we were making away, and yeah, it was a good time. The best times are actually coming to Go Shed.
And now that you're putting Goat Shed on the map, who's the next star? Who's the next UFC fighter coming out of your gym?
Man, we got a lot of up-and-comers. C.J. Brandt, we got Roy Unbroken. He's a savage. He deserves a chance, another chance, man. We got Shazabe. One day he's making his UFC debut, MMA debut, coming from Karate Combat. Everyone in there has got super duper like crazy skills, and they're all different. And yeah, man, just everybody has their own path they're going to. But it's just like, who was it? It was Puyas. My other guy, Puyas, got a chance for the Contender Series. Now it's me. And then we had Jimmy Bucks coming into there, and next week. But unfortunately, something happened with him. I think he had to pull out. But it's just like a chain reaction. Go Shed is like on the move right now, and we're all gonna get there. Pretty sure at the same time.
And one last question for me: Jamal Hill and Aljamain Sterling, they were going so loud for you in the crowd. What does it mean that two UFC champions watched you and cheered you on as your dream came true?
As though me and Aljo we've been having a blast in Miami every time he comes out. So that's my dog, bro. Yeah, I'm going to his wedding on Sunday. That's why I'm staying all week, man. I was coming to the wedding before I even just knew that I was fighting on the Contender Series, and I found out I was fighting on this Tuesday. And I was like, it's the same week. Oh, it's over. Just having a good time now. And the other guy, you said who? Paul?
Jamal Hill.
Oh, Jamal Hill. Yeah, I seen him at the PI today. He's a good guy, man. But yeah, I never even met him really. So. That's what's up. I'm happy he supports me.
Sean over here to your left. Congratulations. For the fight itself, obviously it was an electric fight while it lasted. So was there any part of you that kind of worried that you might be punching yourself out? Because he kept doing just enough to kind of prevent her from stopping the fight.
I didn't think I was gonna get punched out, but I was like, how much longer can this guy take a beating? I just seen a video of him getting punched for 80 seconds straight or something like that. And I'm looking at the ref. I'm like, is he good? And he's like, I'm hitting him. He's like, I'm good. And I'm just like, no, you're not. So, yeah. I didn't think I was going to get punched out. I was like, if anything goes to the second round, he's going to be cooked, like, just as much as I am, you know, taking all those punches to the face and how wobbly he was. I knew he wasn't going to, if it did go to the second round, all it was going to take was one more hard punch. And I would have definitely got it if I needed to go the extra mile.
And last one for me. I know you just said you go crazy with Aljo out in Miami, but what's life like compared to, back home California and obviously in Miami? What are the biggest differences for you?
Well, LA's home. I get to just see my friends, my family. I don't have a stable place to stay in LA anymore. Home now is Miami because I have my own space, I have my own privacy. Just me and my girl, we can just focus on the path, the journey, the career, my MMA career. But going to LA, it's more just to see my people, get rejuvenated by all my love over there, take it back to Miami and just fuel me, But yeah, I would like all my family to move to Miami one day. I've been in LA my whole life before that, and I've ran it up, bro. Like, I've sucked everything I can out of it, no Diddy. But, I got everything I could out of LA. The gyms, the fighting. I went to all the gyms. I've tested it all, and Miami is like, there's another level of opportunity out there. The Miami effect is real. I see everybody. I was eating dinner the other day, and I seen Jamie Foxx right next to me. Next, we're on a yacht, eating at the nicest restaurant on a yacht, Kiki on the river, just having a good time. Like, life's a movie in Miami. John Jones, hanging out with John. Tell you, come check it out one day. Hit me up. Come by. I got
From
you.
Miami. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
What's up, guys? What's up, guys?
Congratulations and welcome to the UFC. We've been asking this to all the guys that have been up here. I'm sure you've thought about this moment for a very long time, not just winning the Contender Series, but sitting up here as the contract winner. So I guess how are you feeling after not just getting through the fight and winning, but also getting the contract and getting to come speak with us?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Guys, just so that you guys know, this is my first time being in a press conference, so if I do some crazy shit, just let me know.
be you, man.
Yeah, so not to be here to talk with you guys is a pleasure. I dream about it, but now it's something that come reality. It feels so amazing to get a contract to be a UFC fighter from Aruba, and I'm ready to represent my people. So it's amazing, man.
Did you have a lot of people back home watching this fight?
Yeah, of course. I have a lot of the whole city, Aruba, was watching the fight. So they give me the support. And also Brazil, and also from Suriname. So I have a lot of people that watch my fight.
Have any of them reached out to you or text you now that the fight's
Yeah,
over?
a lot of texts. I cannot respond to all of them yet. Maybe later. Maybe next week I will finish, not today.
So I guess, we asked this to all the UFC fighters after their win. I guess, when do you want to fight again now?
I want to fight soon as possible. I asked Dana White already to put me next week. But if that not happen, let's give me November, give me December, I don't know, give me one day because I want to make my debut so fast. And yeah, before the year close, I want to fight one more fight because I want to be the champion. I'm here to be the champion. Just to be the champion, you need to fight active and get some wins.
Are you going to ask for these big cards that, like pay-per-view cards? Because, November's Madison Square Garden. And
That's why I saw it. That's why I want it. Yeah.
Congratulations on the victory. I wanted to ask you about your nickname, Baba Yaga. Can you explain what that means?
Baba Yaga, the nickname is, I see it like this, or to explain for you, when me and the guy met for the first time to face off, maybe on the weigh-in, the guy see me like, oh, this guy gonna beat him easy. This guy is just easy for me to beat. But when we get in the cage, they see a different beast. So the Baba Yaga mean like, you see something like easy, you're gonna walk through him, and when you get to the cage, it's a different thing. It's not the same thing like you expect.
Very nice. And you represent Aruba and Suriname. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, he was in the UFC for a long time. Did you take any inspiration from him since he represents Suriname?
Yeah, of course. For seeing someone that lives in Suriname make it to the UFC, of course you're gonna feel the same thing. Like, if you can, why not? You cannot do it. You can do it too. Like, now I'm gonna open the door for some few people in Aruba. They will be grinding to come to the UFC too. So it's something motivation. Yeah.
Damien over here to your right. You said in the interview with Laura after the fight, Conor McGregor has the left hand, I have the right hand. If I touch anybody, they'll go down. The record for the most knockouts in UFC middleweight history is 8. That's Anderson Silva, Uriah Hall, and Thiago Santos. You're only 23 years old. Do you think you have 9 knockouts in the middleweight division in your career ahead?
Of course. Anybody can get it. Will they get it? When this touch you, go down. This is that. Yeah. Thank you.
Damien, congrats on the win. Just quickly following up on that on your striking, you look so comfortable in there. You still had that Contender Series pressure, but you were just rolling with the shots. You saw everything coming. It seems like you didn't even want to bother taking it to the ground. Was that the strategy tonight to get these hands going?
I'm a complete fighter. So many people say that, like, I cannot grapple, I cannot do wrestling. I can do both, everything what I want. Because this fight, I wanted to just strike, just to knock out this guy, because he's a striker. I'm going to beat him in his game. That's why I tried to knock him out. And I knock him out too in 4 minutes, 2 minutes? I don't know.
Minute 46.
Yeah, minute 46. That was easy.
Awesome stuff. Congrats on the win, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
It's one thing to show up. It's another thing to show up big. Did you think that you're going to have such a performance out there tonight?
Yeah, my coach told me from the warm-up, hey, you're going to kill this guy in the first round. And I believe it because I know the work that I put to, the training, all the grind. Before this time, I was training Dreamland in Brazil. Then my fight got canceled. Then I got to rebook again, start training again. So It's a lot of work, hard work, and yeah, it's pay off.
Yesterday at the weigh-ins, he kind of came up and got in your face a little bit, but you smiled. Did you see something in his face yesterday, or what did you take about from that interaction?
For me, I'm not scared of nobody. I don't fear nobody. That's why I'm smiling. I'm just chilling, because I see the fight game like, if it's your day, it's your day. If it's not your day, it's not your day. And even sometimes, even when you work hard, the other guy work harder than you, so he gonna win. I see it easy. It's simple. It's two things: win or lose. That's it. Done. That's why I'm comfortable when I go there, because I don't care what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna come and fight, come in your face and throw punch. If you take me down, I will try to submit you there. So yeah, everything.
And I know you said this is your first post-fight press conference. Which makes you more nervous, getting in there and fighting or doing this in front of us?
Nothing. Nothing make me nervous. I'm a chill guy, just I don't care about nothing. I've been to a lot of things when I was young. I still young, but when I was 13, 12, those years, I've been through a lot of stuff. So that made me the guy I am today. So, yeah.
Congrats on the win. Welcome to the UFC.
Thank you, thank you.
Just one for me. I saw on your social media there you have a couple posts with Jose Aldo. You even have like a couple videos of you wearing his shirt. Is that maybe the guy you mostly look up to in the fight game, or?
Jose Aldo is my, like, what are you gonna say? I see him when I saw him the first time. I was like, oh shit, the Aldo. This is the guy's a legend. You have to respect that guy. And to be at the gym with the guy, the same gym, see the guy there, talk with me like normal person is an honor. So. Yeah, of course I look up to him, and of course I want to do something similar like him, be the champion, hold the Nofuyang, put the champion in the Nofuyang gym again, and be the best.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. That's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Baba Yaga and the UFC.
Please, front right here. Congratulations on getting to the UFC. I'm sure you've seen these press conferences a million times with your brother, but I guess what's it like to be on the other side and be the one that we're talking to now?
Feels super good. Nothing more to say. I'm so blessed to be here. I work hard for it, so it's even more worth it.
You have the unique experience where a lot of the guys that won contracts today, like the one that was just up here, he goes, this is the first time he's ever done this. You've been around this environment for a long time, so I guess you kind of you knew what to expect. So I guess what was fight week experience like, being the fighter, preparing, compared to, what you saw from the outside looking in for so long?
But like you said, I saw it so many times that it's experience in my pocket, and so it's nothing new. So the nerve were there, but like it's something I already saw, and I could picture it. And like what's very good about having Charles as a brother is every mistake he made over the years I could see, and now I can correct them. So I'm like a new version of him when he was young, but like more mature, more. So it's all of his experience. It comes to me. So it's gonna be a good run in the UFC from now on, and for him too. We're gonna terrorize the 135 division from now.
When you say mistakes, are you talking in the cage or outside the cage?
Everything, even his social media. I won't make the same post as him. It's too much.
In terms of the fight, did it play out the way you expected? I know when you walked in, you were kind of pointing at your foot a little bit.
Yeah, my foot is destroyed, but it's part of the game. He blocked a couple of calf kick, but at the same time, because it hurts for me, but I know it hurt more for him, so I don't care. It's banged up, but it's part of it.
In terms of what you want next for your career, I guess, what do you want, the rest of your year to look for? Because I think Canada specifically is kind of looking for these stars to kind of take. We have, obviously, Jasmine and Mike are making a lot of waves, but how do you want the rest of your year to look like?
Well, I asked to fight in Vancouver in 2 weeks, but we'll see how the foot is. But I would really like it. They gave me a suspension of 21 days, so I kind of got the handcuff for now. But we'll see. The doctor said he'll see what he can do, and maybe you'll see me in 2 weeks in Vancouver. That would be very nice. Thank you. No, not 125.
What was it like, Louis, to hear Dana White call your performance a masterpiece at the end of the show?
So good. I've been waiting for this since I'm 12 years old. I'm 28 now. 16 years in the making of putting my blood, my sweat, all my effort, everything I've dreamed. It's finally reality. So I'm so happy right now.
The leg kicks and the calf kicks played a big factor tonight. I know you've been doing some cross training at Bazooka Kickboxing with Joe Valtellini. Was that part of your training there? Is helping refine that particular weapon?
Yeah, he helps Charles a lot. Charles goes a lot to Joe Valtellini. He's a legend, and all of his little tricks, sometimes Charles can bring them back to me in Montreal, and we work on it. But certainly it was something that we talked to him about, and he helped us with that. But you called my fight in the Unified MMA, you don't remember? I dropped the guy with the calf kick also, so it's been part of my game for a long time, and I used it again.
Everybody talks about TriStar in Montreal, your team, Brazilian top team with Coach Holanda. Do you think that it gets overlooked sometimes, and all of the work that you guys are doing there sometimes gets ignored, I guess, for lack of a better word? And do you think that we're going to see a lot more fighters out of your team in the UFC one day?
Well, even if they try to ignore us, we're going to make so much noise in the next few years that they won't be able to ignore us anymore.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Louis, right here. What did you make of his strategy going in there? Because obviously going into this fight, like, you had to expect a little bit more defensively from him. You know what I mean? It seemed like he was content to go forward and be the aggressive guy, but as far as defense, there wasn't a lot.
Well, he called himself the violence, and he said, I know violence, Louis won't do anything to me, but I know violence too. I've been doing it since I'm 12 years old, and you combine violence with technique, and that's what you saw. So I just beat him with technique and more toughness a little bit, because I was eating his shot too. Like, he was throwing some good shots, but he could have done maybe a better job defensively, but that's also credit to me because I put the game plan forward and we did good.
Charles has told me in the past, he said, any speed bump I've had in my MMA career, my little brother's found a way to get some get back, whether, his opponent's related to one of my former opponents. Tonight, you were fighting a fighting nerd. Charles obviously had to fight with John Silva. That one had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. But we didn't once more when we were younger. Charles fought the bigger brother Laramie in Montreal, and then I beat his little brother to avenge him. And now we did it again. So no problem, Charles.
And then what was it like to land that flying knee and see him not go out? Because we see Charles do it anytime his name gets announced, and then you go and do it in the octagon. A lot of us thought he was going to be out after that one.
Honestly, we go with the flow in the octagon. Like I barely remember like if the flying knee doesn't land, I'm always looking for something new, So I tried it, it didn't work, and I was trying something else. So we just go forward, and that's it. Thank you.
One more from MMA Quebec. I think your brother's social media is very tough to beat, so good luck with that. Thank you.
Thank you.
One question here. Louis over here. There's a lot of legendary brother duos in MMA, the Diaz brothers, the Pettis brothers. Do you and Charles ever talk about being the best brothers in MMA?
Well, first of all, just being the first Canadian brother is already an accomplishment in and of by itself. And we're just looking to be ourselves, authentic. We're not looking to replicate them or be better than them. We're just going to be us. And yeah, like I said, we're going to terrorize the 135 division, and it's going to make a buzz in Canada, and we love it.
And when you and your brother fight, would you prefer to fight on the same card or fight on separate cards so you can coach each other?
Yeah, we like to fight on the same card because we're training together, and yeah, we got the same date, the same objective. We got everything goes together. So I think we prefer to fight on the same card.
Congratulations. Welcome to the UFC.
Thank you, sir.
Just one for me. Obviously, it was mentioned earlier that Canada's exploding with talent. We think of guys like Malott, like it was said, and stuff like that. So what about you do you think will stand out and make people in the future think of your name when people bring up Canada and Canadian mixed martial arts?
I think you're going to see in the next few years. I'm going to give you a reason to talk more about me. And I'm kind of we're the new breed of MMA. Like when I started at 12 years old, I started with MMA. I didn't start with kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, or anything. So we're kind of the new breed of MMA. And yeah, we're going to represent Canada and do good things in the future. Thank you. Thank you. 135.